Good morning, students. Assalamu alaikum. How are you all? Hope you all are fine. And actually, by staying home in this situation, all of you will be fine. I hope so. Okay? And I am also, alhamdulillah, fine. So, today again, I am in front of you for showing you another online class. Now, me, Fatimatul Johra from Milestone Preparatory KG School, Sector 7, Class 4. I am your science teacher and today I will show you another science class. Okay. So, from which chapter today I want to discuss? Let's you guess. Okay. Okay. For guessing, I will help you. I will show you some objects so that you can understand from which chapter I want to start my discussion. Okay, let's see. Here is some items. This one, another object also, and another states of objects. Have you seen this one? Okay. So I think all of you can guess from which chapter actually I want to discuss. Yes, chapter 6, matter. Okay, let's start. Okay, so students, let's start today's discussion. So, what is matter? I think all of you can tell what is matter, isn't it? Yes, matter is a thing that takes up space and has weight is called matter. So, some matter has shape also and it takes up space, like if this is a matter, it takes up this space and in this space another matter cannot take that space. Like if I want to keep the marker on this space, it cannot take the box's space. I have to take it another place, isn't it? So the properties from the definition we got that matter takes up space. And if you take any kind of matter, you will feel some weight, isn't it? That means matter takes up space and it has weight. And look, here is some shape, isn't it? The box is rectangular shape. That means matter has shape also. But after some time we will learn that all matter has not definite shape. Okay. So these are properties that matter has weight, space, matter takes up space and some matter has shape. Okay. Now let's start that what is called that we are telling that matter takes up. Yes, matter takes up space. That means the amount of space that matter takes up is called volume. Okay. So what is volume? It is one property of matter. Okay. So we have the definition that the amount of space that matter takes up is called its volume. So how can we measure the volume? We need to know it also. Okay, let's see. Suppose this is rectangular shape or it's a rectangle. Okay. So if we want to measure, how can we measure? I have one measuring scale. Okay. So by using it, I think we can measure it. And I want to measure it with centimeter. Okay. So at first, I want to measure its length. Look, I am measuring its length and I have seen here is 17 centimeter length. Okay. Look, it's 17 centimeter length. That means the box's length is 17 centimeter. And if we want to measure the breadth, it will be 5 centimeter almost, isn't it? Okay. Now, if we want to measure the width, it will be almost 2.5. Okay, let's write 3 centimeter. Okay. So I have written here length 17 centimeter, breadth 5 centimeter and width 3 centimeter. So students, if I want to find out the volume, can multiply these three. Okay, because look here, if I draw another object, this one, and this one, these three, if we measure, we can find out the volume of this matter. Is it clear? Okay. After finishing the multiplication, we are measuring it. So we are measuring it 255. But what we will write here about the unit? Let's see. Here is 3 centimeter. Can we write like this way? Centimeter into centimeter into centimeter. It is very odd looking, isn't it? So can I write 3 centimeter? I think no, because it's not addition. Okay. We have to write here 3, but here. Okay. That means it is called centimeter cube, and we are telling it cubic centimeter. That means the measuring unit of solid volume is cubic centimeter. When we are writing the spelling, this is the unit when we measure any solid volume. So the measuring unit of solid volume is cubic centimeter. Okay. Okay. Next one is liquid volume. Liquid volume, actually we cannot measure like this way. That means by using the scale. But we can measure the liquid. That means the measuring unit of liquid volume is milliliter. Okay, liter or milliliter. So have you understood? And you have to learn the spelling of this, like cubic centimeter spelling, milliliter spelling. Okay. Okay. Next one is weight. It is another property of matter. Okay. So how can we understand what is weight? Let's discuss about the weight definition. I think all of you know what is weight. Weight is a measure of how strongly the earth pulls a matter to the center of it. So, suppose this is our earth. Okay? Like this way, we are standing on the earth's space, that surface, earth's surface, and this is actually earth's center. Okay, so anything, lots of items, you know that in our earth there are lots of items, lots of objects, all are actually standing over on the surface of the earth. So how we are standing over there like this way? Suppose if we are in this place, how we can stand over there? Because earth is pulling us like this way. Earth is pulling us to the center of it. When we hold one matter, we can hold it, but if we throw it, it will fall down, isn't it? Because the earth actually pulls it to the center of it, and that's why we are feeling our weight. We are feeling that the matter has weight. Okay, so this is weight. Weight is a measure of how strongly the earth pulls a matter to the center of it. But how we will measure, isn't it? How we will measure the weight? To measure the weight, we need some balance or scale. Now I want to show you one measuring device. This This is my measuring device and I will show you how can we measure with this device. My device is ready now and now I can measure any item, that means any matter. Okay, at first I will keep here a solid matter. Okay, let's see what is the weight of this matter. Have you seen? Here is, it takes 76 gram. That means the weight of this matter is 76 gram. Okay. Now, I have shown you that solid matter has weight and I want to show you that liquid matter also has weight. How? Here is one small glass and I want to measure it. It takes 2 gram. Okay, now I want to show you some liquid. I will keep here. When I take some water, it will look. Here is the weight 22 gram. That means if I subtract 2 gram from this glass, I will get 20 gram. That means how much water I have taken here? The weight of this water is 22 gram. So have you understood that solid matter has weight also, liquid matter has weight also. Okay. Now, how we are measuring this one? With gram. I am telling you that that one is gram. Okay, but we know that if we measure any device, if we measure any matter, we will use the unit is kilogram, isn't it? So the measuring unit of liquid, solid, that means the measuring unit of weight are kilogram. For both it will be kilogram. Okay. Now I want to show you that already I have discussed about the volume and weight for solid matter and liquid matter. But what do you think? At first I have told that our matter actually can stay in 3 physical state, isn't it? So the 3 physical state, actually it is solid state, liquid state and gaseous state. So I have told you, I have discussed about the properties of solid and liquid. But what is gas? So can you tell one example of gaseous state? Yes, it is air. We can tell what is air. We can feel air, isn't it? But we cannot see air. Air is also matter. But how? How we can understand that air is also matter? So for this one, as all the matter has some properties, and you know the general properties are matter takes up space and matter has weight. So if the air has weight and air also takes up space, we can understand that air is also matter. So how can we show you? Okay, we know the 3 properties of air. The 3 properties of air are: air takes up space, air has weight and air opposes against a pressure. So I want to show you. I want to show you that here is one deflated ball. Have you seen? And here is one inflated ball. So I think already you have learned from the book some experiment with this inflated and deflated ball. Okay. So first property is air takes up space. So by seeing, I think already you have understood that. Look, here is the deflated ball. In this ball, there is no air. That's why it has no shape, isn't it? I can smash it. I can give it different shape, isn't it? But this one is inflated ball, and here inside the ball there will be some air, and that's why it has round shape, isn't it? Okay, so first one we have understood that air takes up space, and that's why the deflated ball is no shape and the inflated ball has some shape. Okay, now second air has weight. So for measuring it, we have to use again our device, isn't it? So that we can understand air has weight. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Now I want to show you that this one is deflated ball. When I keep it here, it has some weight, isn't it? How much? 30 gram. My device shown you that the weight of this deflated ball is 30 gram. Okay. Now I will keep here the inflated ball. Now how much? 42 gram. That means this one has some air inside it. That's why the weight is increasing, isn't it? Okay. So we can understand, actually we have shown you that the air, two properties: air takes up space and air has weight. Third one is third property is air opposes against pressure, isn't it? So look here, if I pressure it, it is not giving me any pressure. Okay, I can smash it how I want. But this one, look, I am pressuring it and it gives me another pressure. That's why I cannot smash it whatever I want, isn't it? Okay, so already I have discussed, I have shown you with the experiment that air has three properties: air takes up space, air has weight, and air opposes against pressure. So in summarize, I want to tell you, actually I want to summarize it, the full discussion, whatever I have told. That at first the chapter name is matter, and I told you that the matter has three states. That means matter can stay in three physical states. These are solid state, liquid state, and gaseous state. And the properties of matter: matter has shape, it occupies space, and it has weight. But all matters has not definite shape. That's why the general properties of matters are: matter has weight and matter takes up space. Okay, now it's clear. And about the unit, the measuring unit of solid volume, it is cubic centimeter, and the measuring unit of liquid volume, it is milliliter. And about weight, the measuring unit of weight is kilogram. Okay, whatever we will measure, we will use it. The unit is kilogram. Next, air. We have told that air also matter, and I have shown you that how air is a matter, because I want to tell you that air has some properties like matter. That one is air takes up space and air has weight, and I have shown you both, isn't it? So I think all of you got the clear idea about that air also matter, because air takes up space and air has weight. Okay, so if there is any question from today's class, from today's discussion, obviously you must write it in your comment box. Okay, and if there is any problem that this part you cannot understand, obviously you will ask me through messenger or through this comment box. Okay students? Okay, now I will give you homework. So here is lots of short question, you must practice it, because it is very little short question, and already we have discussed and I have given you like definition of matter, volume, weight, and some properties, general properties of matter, general properties of air, then properties of like solid, what is solid state, what is liquid state, and what is gaseous state. Okay, so as a homework I want to give some large homework, actually broad question I want to give you. like when we want to write anything, that time we need to experiment. We need to do some experiment, and already I have shown you lots of experiment. So I think you have got the clear idea, so that without any help you can write lots of things, and you can what should I say, you can get the idea, and that's why you can write how you will prove the experiment. So let's see what will be our today's homework. Okay. Okay. Prove any two properties of air with figure. That means I have told you that three properties of air. Air takes up space, air has weight, and air opposes against pressure. So from these three, any two you will write. That means experiment. Two experiment you will write. Suppose you can write air has weight and air opposes against pressure. So if you write these two experiment, you have to write, you have to follow the procedure, like experiment name, then accessories, then procedure, then result. Okay. So any, and obviously you must draw figure. So any two properties you will prove it through experiment and must be with figure. So students, today our class is over, and hope I will show you another class, another day, and up to that time you will be stay fine, and hope I will be stay fine. Okay students, so hope we will be meet soon. If all are all right, then we will be meet in our school early, as soon as possible, isn't it? Okay, up to that time you will be stay fine. So goodbye students, see you again, see you soon, and up to that time stay fine. Thank you.